Welcome to today's live stream. Today we are continuing on with bag number 3, I believe, which is actually the 4th bag, confusing, of the UCS X-Wing set 75355. I'm just checking everything's working. Looks like it is all good. I'm just going to get the chat window up on here so that if you talk to me, hopefully I'll see it. I do miss it sometimes, so just hang on for a few minutes. There's sometimes a bit of a delay, etc, etc. But I'll try. Yeah, I'm just going to check. Yeah, and we've got sound today. I embarrassingly managed to mute myself the other day, which was a great start. Right, I've never really used the iPad for this, so I'll leave that there somewhere where I can see it, hopefully. I'll pop it here by my bricks tonight. No, wait, I'll pop it down here in this little shelf, and now I can just keep an eye on everything. But yeah, brilliant. Let's just change the settings on that to live chat as well, so we don't have delay. Now, I don't know how well you can see. So, camera 1, I'm just going to go through everything. If you've watched before, you'll know, but we've got main camera 1 here, this one in the center. This is the GoPro. This is just filming generally what we do. We've then got the bottom right, so down there, we've got what the actual camera is seeing. So this is this big camera here. You can see it if you look to where I am, the big Canon 600D here. Across the bottom here, we've got the last photos taken, or it will be when I actually take one and updates. And obviously you got me to the left and chat window to the right. Oh no, sorry. Chat window to the left and me to the right. Now, what I'm going to try and do today is get some of the white parts on. So this might be a bit messy because I've got to hopefully get the white balance correct. It should be. I've set it all up. Hopefully it will be. Also, interesting question today. What set are you buying or building next? Oops, I'm just going to put that in the chat. I say that, I can't actually write on this thing. So for myself, I haven't brought anything for a few weeks, thankfully. Mainly because I've just bought this X-Wing, and yeah, there we go. Get it in the chat. So I've currently got quite a big backlog of sets to go. I've got the gift with purchases to go as well. I've got lots of my old sets, so I haven't really got anything I'm planning to buy at the moment. So if there's something you really want to see on the channel, let me know. I might well pick it up, but I'm trying to do a few more. I've started today on this tiny set because it's one that I might actually get done while building the X-Wing, because this is taking up a lot of time. Plus I've got the castle on the go, and I did start the blacksmith a few weeks ago, although I haven't made any progress beyond, I think, bag 2 with that. But as always, there's lots going on, lots to come. If you do want me to move any of the cameras or anything, just shout. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look. It looks like it's pretty okay, but I can't keep an eye on it the whole time. So, as you can see, I've got my screens over there as well. I'm not really going to pay much attention to those beyond making sure I'm on the right settings. Got my white tack ready, although it's a bit grey now. I might have to get some new ones. So let's start taking some photos and start some stop motion. I'll try and add any little tips in along the way, obviously, as always. I do, at some point, I want to add another camera or another view so you can see what I'm actually building in the instructions. But right now, you're not going to be able to. Apologies. Right, so first off, what we're going to do is get rid of the X-Wing. So if you want to have I think you've seen that for enough. We'll have a proper look at it in a little while. Let's do some building. Because otherwise we're just going to jibber jabber on for ages. Right, just setting the camera up. You'll notice I'm not kneeling today. So Rick, it's a new thing. Not kneeling. Right, let's see. So again, obviously what the GoPro is seeing is not at all what the camera is seeing itself. So if you want to see that bottom left, so I'm going to put some grid lines on it just quickly. So let's take a completely blank shot. Turn the keyboard on so that it actually works. Always be a good idea. Hang on. So earlier I was doing what do we want? So earlier I was doing the Batman thing, but I was doing it in RAW. So large find JPEG. And then let's go back to live view. There we go, that should update. What is going on there? Sorry, one minute, I'm just going to quick look at your live view because it doesn't look like what I'm seeing. No. Fudge, hang on. I know why, because the other day I had it like that. I had that there like that. No, I didn't. I had that there big. There we go. I don't think I can get rid of this bar annoyingly. Okay, that'll do for now. So we've got our live view sorted out. You'll see mostly what I'm doing. Apologies if you can't quite see it. Right, I'm going to use a bit of blue tack today. Actually, I'm going to take that first photo. Then we've got our first piece going down. And we're going to place that nice and central into the shot. I'm going to just twist my light slightly away. Wondering how that's going to come out. So one of the problems is with white is actually really that's good. I can see it over there on the computer, so you can see it now on the bottom bottom of the screen, and it's looking okay. Not great, but okay. Hopefully it'll come back. I might be doing some editing in post potentially with this build. We'll see. Right, what's going on here? So I don't normally build upside down, so this is a new one for me. I do every now and then, but not often. Just check that's really in focus as well, actually. There. Right. And as always, if you've watched my live streams before, you'll know when I'm building, I have, so for my, what do we say? For trying to concentrate and find bricks at the same time. What I normally do is put the brick part of the way down and push it the full way down. And all that does is allows it to look like the bricks are building themselves. I didn't used to do it, and it really adds an extra layer into those videos. It makes them look really cool, I think, anyway. Let me know if you think so. Because otherwise it's a big waste of time, because it takes twice the time now to build a set. And obviously I've stuck this down in hope that it won't move, and it just slips slightly, so I'm just giving it a bit extra support now as I build. Right, I think all we're doing here is building some paneling for the X-Wing, and what I'm going to do is put that on, and I'm just taking it back up, just again to give it that effect. Hopefully it will work. It will look nice. I have put a bit of this together, not all of it yet. Mainly the stand, I think, and the first couple of bits. But I'm planning on doing a preview of this and possibly a preview of one of my other videos, because I haven't got much to share at the moment, unfortunately. I'll get there. Right, so that's that one. So what we're going to do is just have this slide out. So there's actually 3 different plates that we're going to build. So I'm going to build them all, and then I'm going to put them on the chassis of the X-Wing. Just because otherwise I'm going to change camera angle loads of times and it's going to be a bit annoying. And also this will hopefully add a bit of, oh, what's that? What are they building there to the video? I'm just double checking I've built it the correct way up, and I have, so that's awesome. Right, number 2. The thing I'm worried about with this build actually is it getting very repetitive, because these, how do you explain it? I guess these pieces, obviously they're going to be the same on one side to the other, probably, maybe the odd different colour, but I haven't really looked too much detail of it. But I can see it being quite boring and repetitive, and I don't like that. I like to have it interesting. And again, even though this isn't actually clicking Lego down, sometimes I just do that for a bit of extra. 1, it slows the build down. 2, it just makes it a bit more interesting to see the bricks moving. And even though it's only 2 frames that I use for any brick movement, generally, your brain fills in the holes, which is really cool. Right, now we've got to make sure I'm still building it correctly. So this is going there. Yeah. There we go. Then another one of these. And this is quite cool because these panels are just going to connect up. And you know what I'm thinking here? Is I probably should skip ahead in the manual and see what's next. Right, let's get that blue tack off. And then he can be on his way out of here. There we go. Right. So there is a bigger section to build. But I am thinking, like I said, I'm going to jump to the other side first. Yeah, so this is essentially the exact same build. So, you know what? I've got an idea. I'm going to try something. This may all go terribly, terribly wrong, but let's just see how it... Oh, I've just dropped blue tack somewhere. There. Let's just see how it goes. So, that is going to be flipped because it's going to be that way. Yep. Right. What I'm going to do, starting off just here, so if you can still see it. Yeah, you can't really see that too well. So right on the edge of the camera right now is the plate which is coming in, and I'm aligning it with the grid lines. So I'm just going to have it come in slowly. And yeah, you can see it on the GoPro. You can't probably tell what's going on necessarily. Right, so now we've got it there. I'm going to pop on the brick, the first brick. There we go. And then we're going to move it a bit more in. We're going to pick up a bit of speed as this comes through. So I'm also sort of estimating my speed based on the number of studs. It's a bit harder because it's upside down, but and then it's essentially, my idea is it's just going to fly straight through the screen, getting built as it goes, and it won't even bother stopping. And then we'll do that for exactly the same for the next one as well. So then, another, oh, that's quite good. I can use that as a marker point now. Yep, the underside of the studs actually looks really good for knowing what I'm doing. I've now got to find a corner piece. I'm really worried because this has actually all been set out for a couple of days, well, quite a few days because I just haven't had time to get in here. Whoops. Right, pop the bricks down there. And what was our last one? Yeah, a lot closer. So a corner piece I said, didn't I? And that goes there. Next one. And that's it. I'm just trying to keep this as straight as I can with the line that I can see on here. And I'm hoping the white balance is good enough. It's always very, very scary trying to photograph white on white because you just need to get enough difference. Oh, what have I just done? Jesus. Right, we're going to have to go back and delete that one because it's supposed to be this way. I did see a post the other day. Someone was building the UCS Falcon. I'm just going to go back and delete that file. Just that one, please. Don't delete the whole lot like you did last time. Selected file. Yes. Good. So I think 2 times I was streaming and I accidentally deleted everything. Luckily, I can recover it all. So that wasn't a problem. Not knowing why it had deleted drove me mad. Because I'm very technical and I could not understand what had happened. But yeah. Right. Some really yep. Apologies. I must say I've been delivered a hot chocolate as always, which is great. Thank you, wifey. Cheers. If you watched one of my other streams, I spilled the whole lot, so let's try not to do that today. Right, what was the last picture? It was with that on. So let's just where's my mouse? Just need to have a look at the picture. View. For some reason it keeps moving the focus point to not where I want it. Doesn't matter. Right. Now we go back on this. So I think I did this already. So I just need to move it up and click this bit down. Then take a photo and that's that one done. So now we're just going to have some movement and then we're going to start the next one. Exactly the same. Because I want this to feel a bit like a production, yeah, a bit like a production line essentially. And so next one's going to come in. This is, no, I was going to say it's also going to come upside down, but we've got the wrong page. Interesting, I think they're exactly, there we are. I was going to say they're exactly the same, but they're not. Where's the camera? There. So that's the top, correct? Yes. Yep. Cool. What was our last picture? Did I take that picture? Let's just move it along a bit. I'm not overly fussed if it's a slight jump, because this can just speed up and get out now. And 2 in. There we go. So now I'm a bit fussed because I want it to move at a similar-ish speed. So as this comes in another one, there we go. And I've never done this before, really. I have done the bricks coming in. I've done bricks flying in. I've done bricks sliding in. I've done plates sliding in. I've never really done it moving in builds. So that's quite interesting thought of what's going on here. And you can tell on the GoPro these are really not very well in sync. I'm just so my main worry is this is all going to be slightly oversaturated. Not that overexposed, I should say, really. And it's not. Where's my key? Looking for my keyboard in completely the wrong place. Well, that's almost out of shot. And this one is going there. I think it's that side really giving a bit too much light. It's really hard to get the white right, I think, half the time. I had to do it. So earlier I was building the bat bike thing, and I was doing Harlequin. Obviously, I set it up actually with Batman, the cameras and everything. It was only when I came to do Harlequin that I suddenly realised her face is bright white in Lego, which makes it really, really hard to take photos of. There we go. Although I did do that one was actually done in RAW, so I've actually been able to do some editing on that, and it looks really, really good. He says, he hopes. Right, next. If you are watching and you've not got bored yet, this is how long. I mean, I could do some of this quicker, but I probably could speed up slightly if I was chatting less and just thinking about it more. But this is genuinely how long it can take to make stop motion. It's a very slow, very long process, but I think the end result is well worth it. I love the videos and stop motion. I love seeing the sets build themselves, some more than others. I'm trying to make them more entertaining. It's hard with some sets. Hey Lloyd, how are you doing? I'm getting there with this one. What time did I just miss you? I have shouted hey on here as well. How are you doing this evening? Sorry, I'm so busy watching my pieces move that I didn't even notice your message. What's that? What? Build or a like animation? 64 hours, Jesus. Yeah. It takes a ridiculous. Oh, 6 hours. I still wouldn't be surprised at 64 hours, because yeah, it takes forever to build anything. film anything. So on my lunch today, I spent an hour just building 2 minifigures in stop motion, and then a very, very tiny bit of animation, which is going with that. And that's for a Batman video, so that'll be a good one. Right, that's some of the plates done, so I'm going to start putting it on here. What was your animation about then? So Ninjago, was it a fight or what? Or and have you done more since? Place it up there. Oops. Yeah, I mean, all the animations I've done so far have generally been about a minute, I think. Obviously, the builds were a lot longer, but yeah, animation-wise, it takes forever. I think I did the coronation one in 5 hours, I want to say it was, and that was from start to finish. But that was, whoops, literally I knew everything I was doing for that one. Quest for the Gold Moment. I'll check it out after this. I'll have a look. I love seeing what different people do, different animation, different stop motions. Some really, really good ones out there. Haven't really got much into Ninjago stuff myself because I've never had Ninjago. Yeah, so this is obviously on a tripod, stuck down. The sets are normally stuck down. I'll show what have we got? GoPro. That can come off for a second. So I've got, it looks a mess, but I've got my next animation is going on there, and yeah, everything's like stuck down. I mean, there's Lego everywhere because it's all slowly coming together. But I haven't had time to spend on that one yet. Let's double check that's back in shot. Yep. But yeah, that's when I did the coronation one. I think it was about 2 hours non-stop of building, not building, of animating, and it was just I did it last minute, decided I was going to do it, and yeah, it was very much concentration based the whole time. So Quest for the Golden Weapons. Were you happy with it? Or did you sort of beat yourself up about it or not? Because that's my problem. I do them and I just think, is this any good? Is this, how could it be done better every time? I think there was one post I really wasn't happy with, and a lot of people said it was quite good, which was nice. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I could see the flaws in it. Oh, when do they come out? Because I don't follow Ninjago that much. I know there's a guy. Oh, what's his name? Hang on, I'm going to look him up. There is another guy I follow who does a lot of Ninjago stuff because his kids get Ninjago, and he is really good. Let me just have a look over here. Motion Brightness. If you want to check him out, he does a lot of the Ninjago builds. I'll pop him down in the chat. That's really good then. I'll have to check yours out. Oops, did that send? There we go. He does a lot of Ninjago stuff. He's really good. I think everything he does is really good. Few minutes. There's quite a lot of Ninjago stop motion out there, isn't there? From what I've seen. I'm just going to put my finger in front of that one and start again for this bit because I've changed the camera. and I've realised I've got the so the paper I'm using is this ice white paper, whereas normally I use, you should be able to see it on the GoPro just about, a much darker paper. Yes, it looks good though normally because it contrasts to white, but for this set I needed it. Is the market set the one with that? It's got like a skylift elevate, not can't think what it's called. I feel like I might have seen that one advertised the other day. That's really cool. I love mocks. I never get time to spend doing one myself, other than if it's for a stop motion, like the football pitch, which is not really a mock. It's just rather simple. Right, where are these going? So I'm just concentrating for a moment as well, just working out what I'm doing. I should have done this a different way. I should put this over here like this, because these panels are going down in two different places. It's all the planning as well that goes into an animation. Well, I mean, it's the same with the brick build, but you sort of have to plan each scene out, don't you? And just, it takes forever to then do everything perfectly, if that makes sense. I know it does for me. Right, that's going to go there. That can't be right, that must be the other side. Where does the brick go? So that one's going to go there like that. There we go. So we're going to take a photo. Yeah. So I quite often get ideas just randomly, basically. There's been loads of times I've just wrote ideas on WhatsApp or on my phone, like just sent it to myself or to my wife, whatever, and just said, like, this is an idea for a story. It might come to fruition one day. A few of them have. A few of them they will get there. I've got some really good. I think it's really good castle. So I've got a lot of the old castle sets, and I've got a lot of ideas for things to do with those. A lot of medieval fantasy stuff. I will pick up some Ninjago stuff at some point, just to have a look. I've seen a couple, like I said, that on what's his name, Stopmotion Brickness's site. I've seen quite a few sets. I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. I wouldn't mind picking that up. Not good when I'm already doing loads. Right, here we go. So this is going in here. Let's just do the same action again. And I hope it looks good. What are you using to film? What setup have you got? Yeah, no, it's, well, it can take months of production, can't it? I've seen it. There's another guy I follow, I think Brick Domination, but he sort of releases a video about once every 3 months, because it just, and they're only ever a couple of minutes long, but you just know it's taken him that long to get that video out, to get that video made. It's crazy. I don't know why I do stop motion. No, I quite enjoy seeing stuff come to life. I think that's the thing I really enjoy. Knowing it was just a toy and it's now a thing. That's cool though. That's really good to start though, isn't it? Any camera, if it works, it works. I picked this one up off eBay. I was very lucky with that. Let's skip forward the instructions, see what's happening next. So what I'm going to do is work out how this builds. Yeah, no, I was using my phone for ages and ages and ages, and it's only because I wanted a proper camera anyway that I got this one. So I think then I'm going to take another photo and then do the same shot on the other side. Oops, I've left half the ship behind. There we go. Oh, what am I knocking off now? Ooh. I've seen a lot of people who do that, the webcams. Is it Logitech 904 or something like that? I can't remember its name, but I've seen a lot of people who swear by one of those Logitech web cameras because it's so small, isn't it? You can get it in everywhere. I know that was one of the problems I was having with my phone. I couldn't get in close. Technical GT. Oh, cool. I haven't done many car builds yet. I've got a few to do. I've been mainly just focused on all the old Lego. I've got what was it? James Bond's Aston Martin DB5 to build at some point. That's gonna be a really cool one, I think. Just gonna change the angle slightly here. What's that? You'll be stressing when building. It's a way to de-stress. Definitely a way to de-stress building Lego. Unless you can't find a piece, then it's stressful. But normally that's just my eyesight. Gradually getting worse. That's it, 920. Yeah, that's the one I've seen a lot of people use. There's a guy, I saw a behind the scenes video, and it's really, really cool. Like, it's a dungeon. I think it was an advert for something. I think it was an advert for like one of these mobile games. I can't think what one. Clash of Clans style thing. But he did the behind the scenes, and literally all he'd used was this Logitech camera, and he'd put it right inside this mock he had built, and it just looked like he dragged it through as it was moving, as he was moving all the characters, so everything was moving together, and it just looked incredible. And it was like to be filmed on a webcam, you're just like, wow, that is some skill to get it all correct as well. Right, I'm going to do 2 photos here, and then get this bit on. The hard part when building is like whenever you're doing animation, it's not knocking anything again, and it's so hard when you build not to move stuff. Right, so for this side, I'm not going to bother with the whole movement in. I'm just going to place these straight on. Just have them clip in essentially. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just because this scene will be so short, it will be a bit wasteful. I'm just going to have this rotate slightly. I've got, I don't know how many unbuilt sets I've got at the moment. I've got 3 or 4 under there. Yeah, it's bad. It gets addictive, doesn't it? Just buying and not building. The thing is, if you hang on to them until they're discontinued, they're suddenly worth a lot of money. the thing is, as well, you look at, like, I've been building the Lion Knights castle for a little while. I'm so excited to get that one built, but because when the X-Wing was announced and I really wanted this, it's like, right, I've got to build this now. And so Lion Knights castle's on hold. I've got I Am Groot, which I cannot wait to build that because I want to do that in a proper like stop motion animation. I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but again, that's another set I can't wait to build. The James Bond Aston, I've got plans for that one to be built. I've got several little Star Wars microfighters I need to get through, and then I've got sets which I built years ago, which I've promised I will build for the channel. But I will get there one day soon. I love the detailing on these UCS sets. It's so good. Right, just pop that over there for a minute. How many unbuilt sets have you got? None, I hope. Right, let's get this bag finished. I know, it's helpful. Nice. That's good. That's a good number to have, actually. So now you need to take them all apart and build them in stop motion. I don't know how many I've got up here at the moment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. I've only got about 10 on display at the moment, I think. Plus the collectible minifigures. My display is not looking very good at the moment. And I've got another one there, and I've got a couple downstairs actually, thinking about it. They're just everywhere. Lego is everywhere at the moment. As I constantly get told, it needs to... Oh, what's going on here? Flipping the pieces overload. Just thinking how I'm going to build this. Yeah, I'm going to build it properly this time. So I'm going to get this lined up on the grid lines. Zoom in a bit, get it in focus. Yeah, I try not to borrow anything nowadays from other sets because I know it will never get returned, or when I come to build it. So a lot of my sets I dug back out of storage because they were at my mum's from when I moved out years and years ago. So I dug them out. I've tried to rebuild a lot of them, and obviously as the years have gone by, pieces have got lost. Obviously, I was much younger back then, so I didn't keep everything together. And yeah, just now it's sort of like if I rebuild those sets, they stay as one. This gonna look any good? I think. Yeah, it should be alright. Oh, which is really whited out. It's this one here, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just sorting my lights out. Too big. So I keep meaning to go to like car boot sales or something actually and pick up some sets from those that I can just, like I said, use as mocks. Otherwise I end up just ordering the exact bits I need off Britlink. It's not the best because it ends up being quite expensive. Where is this light coming from? Oh, just a bit too much light on this one today, I think. Actually, it might be alright. Let's try that as a photo. So when you say salvage sets, is that just sets like incompletes? Yeah, like I said, I was doing it with Harlequin earlier because she's got a white face, and that was really hard to get her. I think it looks okay. You can actually see it on the final photo, which is good. Actually, it looks better on those screens than it does on my camera. I think my camera is actually a bit over. The screen makes it look very white on white. I don't think it's got enough definition between the two. So that's going to go there. And to make this one more fun, I'm going to have it flying in. Cheers, thanks for stopping by. Good luck with your mock. Is that your waterfall? That'd be really cool. But yeah, I'll check you out straight after this and watch your stop motion. Right. Now I've just realised I've done this wrong. No, it's absolutely fine. So although I have done it wrong in a sense, it will come out right at the same time. I'm just doing some easing in and easing out here as well. So some big movements in the middle and little movements at the start and the end. Just to give it that real good animation cinematic effect of speeding up and slowing down as the piece comes in. And it really does make such a big difference to the final output. Right, now I'm going to really confuse myself. So the reason I'm confused here is because the instructions are building this upside down and I'm building it the right way up. Which of course means that I'm probably doing it wrong. I am. Because am I? So I'm just going to get the pieces together for this. So this is going to need to be here like this. But we should be seeing it here like this. Okay. So just going to go back one. And put my finger in front of the screen just to say, go back and delete all that load of crud you just took. And we're just going to do that easing in and easing out again. So just to show you that, that moves just about one stud. And then we're going to make it move about 2 studs. And then about 4 studs. And then about 2 studs again. and half a stud, quarter of a stud, and then just slowly the last tiny bits. Whoops. Without moving the grey brick. And then these two are going to fly in from the bottom. And we're going to have these already at speed. So they're just going to slow down as they approach their final destination. And I did quite a lot of this with the castle actually. So if you've seen any of my live streams for that one, this is exactly the same technique. Now what I'm going to do today, I think, is finish off this bag, and instead of starting the next one, I might well move back onto the Batman stop motion that I started earlier, because I want to put a video out this week. I haven't got anything really to put out, which I mean, I could go and film something else. I could film, I've got lots to film that I want to film currently. So the custom minifigures I've made for the football, I really actually want to get some filming of them done at some point. And I want to, I've got a few other different bits I've been planning on doing I want to film, but I really want to get this finished. I want to see this ship built at the same time, so I've been focusing on it a lot. It's hard because right, there we go. So that's gonna make that. So what we're gonna do now, take that one away, get the white tack off, which is definitely no longer white. Look at that, it's disgusting. Oh, I'm giving it a billion marks, so you can't even see what I'm doing. Right. So what I'm going to do is just off camera is pop these extra bits on that we don't see because they're underneath. So I don't normally do this much, but for this one I think it's going to be necessary. And then we're going to have this coming flying in. And it's going to join. How does it join? Push your bricks down. Yeah. So we're going to have that piece in shot. I'm going to zoom out slightly. I really want to turn the brightness of my screen down as well because it's just too... Oh yeah, there we go. So I think I was using it outside the other day. Oh, that's a bit better. I can sort of see more of what's happening now. Yeah, I was using the camera outside the other day, so it just meant that I had the screen brightness all the way up, just so I could see. How many pieces is that, Ditsy? 5? We need to put your mock on, actually. I haven't done that yet. I think I put it video together, didn't I? I just haven't actually put the... Do you want to see it? Where it's up to? Or have you seen? There we go. That's the X-Wing so far. Is it? Well, we'll have to rebuild it next time you're round. Are they this epic? Look. It's really cool. And detail is really good on this. I'm loving it so far. It's only 3 bags in. Look at that cockpit. Oh, you can't see very well on there, actually, can you? Yeah, apparently building X-Wings and what makes you go all funny. Oh dear. Have you well, hopefully all better now and all clear. You will have to come over and build some more Lego though sometime. Very soon. You can come and build the little X-Wing that came as a GWP. Because I've not got round to that yet. I'm officially not buying any Lego until I've finished a few more of these sets now. No matter what comes out. Have you seen Death Star GW? This one. If it's on camera. There we go. I'll put it on its side. Have you seen that one? Yeah. It's got some neat little micro scale features in it. Can't wait to build that. Once I've built everything else. Oh god, there's loads of tiny bricks to put on this one. And then, oh god. I can't even work this out. Where's the... Is that going to be in shot? See, you're not... How's the Lego room coming along? I just see the pictures earlier. It looks really cool. The kids loving it. I can't work this out. I think I'm going to cheat here. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. That can go there. Right, I'm just building this bit off screen because there's no point right now. And we're going to have to do it again in a bit anyway on the ship. Right. So that goes there. That can't be right. Like that. Let's just do a slow zoom out. How's your new little Lego room, Lego desk, if you're still there? Have you created anything amazing yet? Oh, you're gonna this week. Hang on. Is that right? Oh, ball bag. Then it's completely wrong. That's supposed to go on there like that. I knew it was something different. Oh well. Right, let's do that. Oops. And then we can build this correctly. Right, this is where it gets complex sometimes. When you're trying to build and it's underneath, it's really quite confusing at times what you're actually doing. Right, I shouldn't have pulled that off yet. That's what she said. Right, let's pop that brick there. This might look terrible, but in the grand scheme of things, if one part of it looks really bad, I can always speed it up and you don't see it too much. Right, slip this one under. And I'm actually going to build two of these under here. So I'm going to put the grey brick on. If I can work out where it goes. There. And that brick on. Oh no, I won't put that one. I'll put that back for a minute. Take the photo. Put the black brick in there. There like that. There we go. There you go, Dits, if you're still there. I picked up the pace. Done the whole section. Because the other side is going to be exactly the same, I believe, I'm just going to skip it, you know. And does this have any plating on it? No. So So what I'm going to do now is pop right in the centre of here. And lift this up. Pop a tiny bit of blue tack. A medium bit of blue tack. Or white tack. Into the middle. Take that bit of blue tack off. If I can. I'm not going to worry too much if I leave little bits here and there. I can clean those up as I go. And I can get it out of the Lego in a minute. Mainly I want it there. And I'm going to start to twist. What I want to do... Oops. Let's get the blue tack rid of the blue tack. Let's have this spin all the way around. On its central axis, so I've done it right in the centre, obviously. Well, actually, it's not quite the centre, but we're not going to worry about that. And I don't know if you noticed, but it was very slow movements again at the start. And now, speedier, bigger movements. And then as it comes to its final resting position, it's just going to be slow movements again. And I'm going to make these one last tiny twist. And what I'm going to do is just shove a load of blue tack behind it, where you won't see it. Take one more photo. And then I'm going to zoom back in. The reason I want to zoom in is because a lot of these next few pieces are really, really tiny. And now I need to work out what pieces are going where. Damn. Right, I have done something wrong here, but I believe I am safe from it being picked up too easily. And what I'm going to start doing here is what I do in the castle. If you've got the same piece going down over and over and over and over and over again, instead of taking 2 pictures for each brick, I take a picture when it's loose, push it down, put the next brick on, and then take the next picture. And I'll slow this down just before the end of it all. But it just speeds things up. It makes it look... It's nice to get that variation in speed as you're building these sets, actually. Right, I believe... I need a... So I said I went wrong, which was true. But I've actually realised I can fix it. And actually that worked really well just to slow it down, because we then have that corner piece go in and we're back to the thing. Hi Duff, Small of the Wade. Thank you very much. It is I'm not going to lie, these videos take forever to make. I don't know why I do them sometimes. No, it's great fun to do. I love building in stop motion. I don't know why I've got so addicted to it. I love seeing the ships come together myself. That's not a problem. I'm building for me. Yeah, thank you very much. It's nice. It's always nice to get lots of positive comments on the video, especially when they don't do very well. They're the ones that you're like, oh, nobody likes this. Here we go. Right, X-Wing time. So now we've built that side, and I think I'm debating whether to skip this section, this next part, essentially. So this panel I've just built, I think it'd be a bit boring if I build it all over again. I'm not sure. Right, let's zoom right out. Get back in on here. Get back in on the focus. And then I'm going to put a thank you in the chat as well. Because I'm never convinced whether it works. So I'm trying to work out what I'm doing here. If I'm going for the same angle that I had last time. I think I'm going to take the camera up a bit. Oops, need to loosen off the tripod. Then a bit more point down. So this video that I'm doing for the X-Wing, I'm trying a few new techniques. I'm trying a lot more. I don't normally do angle changes. I normally like to keep it as sort of a one-take build. But I knew it was never going to be possible with the X-Wing. I mean, look at, well, it's the size of it and the Technic parts and all the greebling and everything. It's never going to be an easy one. So what I'm trying to do is have lots of angle changes and make them look good and not make it look like I'm repeating myself every 5 minutes. Yeah. There we go, stick down. That's solid. Right. Let's get a couple of pictures of that. Wow, my whole floor just vibrated. My wife has clearly just started watching something on TV, which is very loud. Now, where is this going? Oh. I've built the other side. So I'm just going to check. I think that both of these are exactly the same. And I think I can get away without building the same thing twice. Because you know what it is, don't you? What I might do is build it without the very final external panels. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, what's this bit? Oh, it's not the same. Apologies, it's completely different. Wow. Okay then. Change of plan completely. I am going to. So I normally, a lot of builds, like you can sort of read through the instructions and plan ahead a bit. This one I'm trying to do it, but I'm not planning as much as normal, which is probably quite clear by now. I am. That's a lie in a way, actually, because I'm sat here, I'm literally looking through the book, working out what I'm doing. And I'm about to stick bits down. So, what I'm going to do, change plan. Got to change of angle anyway, so that's good. Right. Stick that one down. Get it really focused well. Come on. Give me a good focus. Really crisp, sharp focus, please. slightly zoomed out, slightly to the left. Might end up moving the camera. Right, it's kind of at 3, that's 4. So I think you can still see on there. I've got 4 studs either side of the grid. This, I never know how well we can see on there. Oh, that's the GoPro. Ah, that's quite a good angle, I guess. So what I'm going to try and do is build 2 sides at once here. So, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to go there. I've got hair. My cat. So if you see my videos at the moment, and you see any hairs on my videos, it's because my cat loves to sleep in this room. And currently he is molting, so it's like hoovering every other day, and it is horrendous. Just trying to keep the hair down, and especially Lego off the Lego, because it's bad enough having to dust it, let alone de-cat hair with Lego. That's just a whole new experience. Right, I'm just working out. So I'm going to probably take a few minutes every time I build something here. That's probably going to be a few minutes of pause, just while I work out what is going on each side of this, because I'm trying to build it at the same time, because you'd have just watched the whole thing being built. It will be super boring to watch it all over again. But these 2 sides of this part are about 3 pages apart, and so I'm jumping forward, jumping back, jumping in the manual. There we go. And this is literally why stop motion takes so long. Let's put that one there. I know it's not quite, it's not going to connect, but it's there. It's a placeholder. Let's call it that. You know what? I'm going to move it just a tad, just so that it looks like it actually did something. One of those on that side. I think we're going to go straight to the big white brick on the other side. We'll see. I say brick, I mean plate. And this one's going to overhang. Yes. This is going to overhang. So actually, that's going to look quite cool. Let's stick it down like that. And what I'm not going to do on this bit is the same action I did with the last one with all the little pieces going on, because again, it'll be super boring. It might, I don't know, if you want to see every piece going in, it might not be boring, but yeah. Balls, what have I done wrong? Yep. Gone very wrong here. Right, let's go back. So it won't matter too much that this jumps backwards, but it will matter that right, what's on the other side? Black. So that's here, isn't it? So it's like that. getting the bricks sometimes just to hold themselves is quite hard. And not knocking the camera when you're sat right behind it and you've moved it up so that you can get a really cool overhead shot. It's also really hard. Right, now one of those. I believe one of those on the other side, possibly two of those on the other side. Let's just have a look. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, so three of these all together. Let's do all three at once. So 2x2s, 2x1s. Just going to slide each of these in. And I'm going to do it in 3 shots. So we've got 3 bricks, so we're going to just take an extra frame here. I'm just going to make sure that focus is back on. I've noticed this sometimes, that every now and then you just knock your focus out slightly. So that's a focus, your focus. So 1. 2. 3. And hopefully, I know I've moved the set a hell of a lot there, but hopefully that's going to fall roughly back to the same place. And now we're going to have another bit, just slide in. Slide your way in there, little brick. Slip in nice and deep. So that comment is purely for Ditsy because he has a dirty mind and often hits the restricted comments, whatever it is on YouTube. Whenever I go into the I can't think what they're called, withheld comments, it's always Ditsy in there with something. But it's fine, we know each other. So I have to go and allow it all. Right. 3 panels. I did not expect a bag of this. So with the castle, I've been roughly doing a bag an hour. I did not expect the X-Wing to take quite this long. See, I remember Sonic was 1,000 bricks. And that actually didn't take too long. But again, it was a lot of little bricks and you could whack them on quite quick. There was nothing, excuse me, nothing overly complex in that, thankfully. Right, I'm just going to do this paneling here. We are zooming. Right, one of those, another one of these. Where's that going? At the edge here. So I should have done this one a minute ago, but it's fine. Now with these ones where it's sliding underneath, I'm not really doing any easing in, easing out like I described earlier. I'm just sliding them in one step at a time, pretty much. And then that is going there. I'm going to assume there's one on the other side in the same place. I just need to double check. Yes. So that's going way up, are they? Yeah. Let's go in there. How long have we been going for this? 1 hour 25, and I haven't even started a new bag today. Jesus. I can't even say I've been chatting that much. It's fine, it'll all be worth it in the end. Right, so let's stick. Oh. Okay, I was hoping not to move the whole set too much, but I have. Hoping the glue. Oh, I think that went down pretty well actually. Yeah, so I can see over there. Don't know if you can see me. Yeah, you can. I'm looking at the wrong screen. I can see over there that it moved a tiny weeny amount, but it doesn't matter. I'm happy with it. It's fine. Now we'll take one more photo of this, and we'll clean up the set. Clean up the underside of these. Look at this white tack. Oh, it is horrendous. It is no longer white. I don't know why I didn't consider that. That white tack would just pick up dirt. Right. One thing I do that you probably can see on that little camera there is I'm just pushing all my bricks down. Now, if you haven't noticed, I have not done this section with all the tiny whiny bits. So what I've done, I've just added the corner piece, which I don't care that it's not in the video. And I'm going to do this on the ship, and I'm going to try and do this. What I did with Slave 1 is this really cool zoom. I'm going to try and repeat that action in a second, just to finish this sort of section off, I think. So this is going here. Yes. I'm going to place it in front of the camera just to get the idea. But what I'm going to do is adjust my camera up. I'm going to have to get a support brick for this as well. Always have your support brick ready. Right, and now I'm going to zoom right in as far as I can go. Have this centralized. Come down a bit more. Zoom out. No, this isn't going to quite work how I wanted it to. So my full zoom is not quite enough. Plus I'm losing the lighting. Aha. This could be how it works. I'm just adjusting my tripod. Yep. I've dropped my support brick, so pick that back up. Get the support brick in there. Oops. Drop the camera a little bit more. Right, that zoomed in all the way. I don't know why so many shots. I just want to do them for my own, like, own peace of mind, not peace of mind, my own achievement, if you would. You know what? That's too close now, isn't it? Ha ha ha. You know what? I'm going to do that. Have it there. So we're going to start. Still too close. Change of plan. Sorry. This happens a lot. I decide I want to do something. I can't quite do it how I want. I probably could have, if I played around for a bit longer, I probably could have worked out a way of doing it that angle. I've just had a new angle in my head. Hi X-Bricks, how are you doing? As you can see, we're playing with angles right at this moment of how I'm positioning the camera and how I'm going to actually get this shot. How are you this evening? Good, good, good. Right. So let's start there. Zoom right in. Put that on. And now what I'm going to do instead is have my support brick. Right, that. Oh, I've knocked something off over that side, so I'm just going to try and squeeze it back on my finger. Thank you very much. It's always nice to get love for the channel. We're slowly growing it. Oh, I think that's the right place. And as you can see from tonight, hour and a half, and I've done less than half a bag, so it takes a long time to make these. So it's great when someone says they love it. What's your favourite video? Oops. If I get that. Sorry, if I go quiet, I will read your comments in a moment. I'm just properly now concentrating on how I do this. So what I'm going to do is really stick down my support brick there. I'm not going to use any supports in the rear today. And I can't go any more zoomed out than that. So when I zoom in, I can only be there. Thank you very much. Have you got an actual favourite, like a best video? I just wonder what people like the most. Like, so I do quite a bit. Obviously, the animations, the builds with animations. I'm still learning, trying to work out what's the best. I've got a really cool. I'm hoping it's gonna be a really cool one. It's a really small set. It's a Batman set and Harlequin. But I'm hoping I'm gonna have to move this camera as well because that's gonna get in the way. There we go. We're gonna do that. Sorry, gone quiet again because I've suddenly started thinking. There we go. So that rear Lego Django Fett. That's cool. Yeah. The that's my friend's set actually. It was on here earlier. Absolutely amazing set because obviously it's so old and it's so expensive nowadays. I'm just going to clip this in, like, talk. I'm moving stuff and knocking bits off on the other side. That's going to have to come off for a minute because I'm going to knock that off again in 2 seconds otherwise. Now's the question of have I built something wrong? Yeah, so it's actually my friend has lent me that set, which is absolutely awesome. It's, what the hell's the set number? Django Fett's Slave 1 is the set it's from. The video of the build of that set came out, I want to say last week. I think it might be my last video actually. Last proper video. I did the minifigure separately as well. But I just need to check if I put these in the right place. Yes, so why is this not clicking in? Yeah, Jango Fett Slave 1. Really, really cool because it was such an early set. There we go, that is going to click. It's got to take quite a bit of pressure, I see. Hi ST4 Kane as well. Like I said a minute ago, if I go quiet and talking to myself at the moment, I'm not ignoring you, I will talk back, it's just trying to work out some of these sections. It's quite hard at the moment. Alright, I'm just going to take a couple of photos. But yeah, what was I trying to say before I lost my concentration? The Jango Fett set. The figure itself is worth, I think, around £200. Someone did say 500 at one point, and I think it depends on condition. My mate's one that he's lent me is in absolute tip-top condition, to be honest. So it's right. If I zoom in, yeah. Sorry, thinking as well. So he's had that set since he was a kid, so he's loves it. I don't think he'll ever part with it. And oddly, at work, I showed someone the video. Yeah, £500, someone said, for one of those minifigures. I mean, there are more expensive minifigures out there, but it just seems absolutely crazy. I really want a Revan minifigure from Knights of the Old Republic. It was a polybag a few years back. When I saw it last, it was £50 for the figure about 2-3 years ago. They are selling in excess of £200 now. So I don't think I'll be getting one of those anytime soon. So that is like probably my dream figure to own. But a lot of people want Jango because obviously he was one of the only Jangos released. I do from time to time. When I make a mock, it's generally for like if I'm doing an animation, that'll be what I build it for. My problem is someone was saying this earlier, and I agree, I don't generally have that many spare parts. I do if I buy them. If I go to the Lego store and I start to buy bricks purely to make stuff, then obviously I have a load of spares. Right, I'm just going to concentrate for 2 seconds while I move this ship down one stud. There we go. What about yourself? Do you make mocks? I'm really loving microscale stuff at the moment, actually. And I've just... Someone sent me some instructions for a microscale thing they've made. So it's obviously not my mock, but it's theirs. But I'm really tempted to give that one a go on the channel. I do a lot. Actually, I tell you what, I do a lot of mock-wise is minifigures. I did release a video a little while ago of some of my custom sort of minifigures I've made. But sorry, I'm really focusing on this. That's awesome. I love how much detail people get into microscale. It's absolutely awesome. As much as I love a big like this, a big UCS set, someone making something and you know exactly what it is. Like, I had a thing on one of the Facebook groups I'm in the other day of, I think it was films out on micro scale, and so many of them I saw, and I was just like, yeah, I know exactly what that is straight away, even though like there wasn't necessarily that much detail in them. It was just awesome. So I'm losing my voice a bit tonight. Weird. There we go. Right, I'm just going to do this zoom back out. I'm going to zoom out, and then that will essentially create, then transition to the other side. And I'm only going to zoom out probably about 6-7 frames, so it ends up being about half a second of zooming out. Don't know if you can hear the camera going on there. So do you do videos of your microscale builds or anything like that? Probably the castle stuff mainly for me. So when I was a kid, I had the big Lion Knights castle. Not Lion Knights castle, the Royal Knights castle, 6090. That's another one I've done on the channel. I absolutely loved that. So I was very much into my Lego castles for quite some time. I actually did about 14 pictures there in the end. Right, just going to flip this round, change angles, etc. So I think if I do mocks at the moment, it generally is like little rooms and things for that, for the animations I'm doing. So I have started some castle themed animations, and I really want, one thing I really want to build at the moment is like a witch's lair. So I've got the Witch's Manor, which is, it's an old set, it's a bit rubbish to be fair. But that, the witch from it and the Bat Lord that lives in the same faction, I absolutely love them, and I really want to make her have her own little dungeony style bit where I'm going to do some animation. Haven't figured it all out yet. I have actually wrote a few scripts for different things. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check you out. I've got a few people to check out today. I'm never watching enough Lego on YouTube at the moment. Between that and various camera things, I can't get the blue tack out of here. I'm going to have to get a thing soon. A needle and get it out. It's fine. I'm about to put it back on anyway, so it doesn't matter. So what's the other stuff you do videos about? Is that still Lego based or just random? Yeah, let's see, I've taken it off and I've gone and put it straight back on. Alright, I did say an angle change, and I did say I need to put this back on. So, where is this supposed to go? That way up? No, definitely that way up. Wow, this thing is actually quite delicate. What was that? What's that? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, so I've dabbled with doing Lego updates and things like that, but I've broke something off on that side now. Damn. Is that right? Is that right? That's not right. You should be down there, I believe. There we go. Well, the back of the X-Wing just fell off. It's a good start. Right, let's zoom in slightly. Slightly higher angle this time, although not too high to show that we've not got part of the ship there that we've already put on. So what's that, like things that are coming out soon and stuff like that you do, or just like funny videos? So I was trying a little while ago to do some funny videos, but I didn't quite manage to keep up the pace of the stop motion at the same time. So I've got to, I need to give myself some time to do some of the other bits. Okay, I'm totally baffled to what's happened here. I see. That's all too high. That should be there. I'll have to go back and check all this at the end. It's the only thing about doing stop motion, you don't always pay the best attention to the instructions. You do, but you don't. There we go. That's cool. Yeah, like I say, I sort of dabbled in it. I did a what's coming this month a couple of months ago, and I was like, yeah, I'll do one next time. I even had, so for June, I had everything set up, but we're at June tomorrow, and I have not recorded that video, and I definitely don't have time to record it. It's weird. I never realised actually talking about something takes as long as it does. Like the planning that has to, the planning that goes into like chatting about something and making it interesting, I should say. Does it take you long to film them all? Right, let's just squeeze that in as well. And I'm just going to do that. Zooming in. So I'm sort of copying out here a bit by zooming in and zooming out, just to make some camera movements to keep the interest up while we do essentially what's quite a boring part of just making a load of white panels. A mix. So my nearest Lego store is about half an hour away, 25 miles. So I can only get there every now and then. It's not too far, it's just down the M1, down the motorway. But so I try to go to the pick a brick wall quite a bit, and if there's ever anything I want in there, I end up buying a whole pot or two. I'm normally buying a load of bricks for my daughters at the same time. But if there's something really specific I need, then it will be a bricklink job. Wow, I've actually really done a number on that. I'm just going to put this together properly. Is that right? Is that? Yeah. So it does depend what I need. Like, I'm doing a football stop motion animation at the moment, and there was certain bits I needed, just lines and things like that, which actually I did go to the Lego store for that, thinking about it. I ended up there. And they had exactly what I needed randomly. Right, how is that one? That's in the middle there. Sorry, I'm also just trying to work out where some of these bricks go. There's a big gap here. Oh, right, for the wings, because the wings are going to cover that. Cool. Oh, the last few months, a lot So the last few months have been quite bad for me buying too much Lego. I got the Indiana Jones sets. I had a birthday in February, so I brought some sets for that. I also got some money, which obviously went straight towards Lego. I brought obviously the blacksmith. I know that's going discount this year, and it was on offer at John Lewis, and so I ended up buying that one. Thank you. Yeah, a few months ago now, but it still counts. Have I built my set for my birthday? I built a birthday cake, and what was the other set? No, Dark Trooper. No, I got Dark Trooper and Mando for my birthday. The helmets. I can't get it out, it's stuck under here. Hey. There we go. That's going to be one of my next builds pretty soon when I get around to it. So I bought those. I was in Smith's, so it's a toy store, a few weeks back, and I brought the camper van for my daughters, but also for the channel. So I've got two daughters, so they get bought Lego as well. So the minifigures, the collectibles, they've come out. The TIE Fighter. I've been to a couple of shows recently, and I bought sets from those. So I've probably brought, God knows, I think I've probably been buying about 3 or 4 sets a month for the last probably all of this year. But I'm going to slow down for the next couple of weeks, maybe, because I've got obviously this to build. I've got the castle, which I'm very much building at the moment, and the blacksmith, which I can't wait to get finished, and then I've got lots of stop motion plans. So I'm going to try and avoid the shops for a few weeks, maybe. Yeah, so there's a Frozen set, which is the Frozen storybook. That was a set for my daughter for her birthday. Built that all up in stop motion. I've got a Lego Friends and a tractor set. I don't think I've built them yet in stop motion. A lot of the minifigures, so the Disney minifigures, I've been buying those and giving them to my daughters because they want the Disney minifigures. What other set did we have recently that one of them had? Oh, there's a Batman set. I've started filming that one today, actually. That's this little set here. It's tiny, but that's going to be a video, hopefully quite fun. So I've already built that with my girls, and then I've taken it back off them to build myself, and then I'm going to steal Batman for another video, which I've got an idea for. So there's lots of plans in my head. Just getting the time to do it is half the problem. But we're getting there. Slowly. Right, I'm just skipping through to find where I was. I'm looking forward actually to when they're a little bit older. That's cool. Yeah, looking forward to when they're a bit older and we can start sort of building more mocks and different things together. Although I get them a lot of pick a brick walls, just little pieces. There we go. Right, I'm going to put this on here because the next section is going to be built under here. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, so for quite a while I was trying to do at least one big build, one little build a week. But with having the X-Wing and the castle on the go, and I'm trying to focus on those, they've sort of taken precedence at the moment. And I was trying to start doing like stop motion every 2 weeks. I've got a Lego football one planned, but that's going to take, I'm hoping to get that to be more of like about a 2-minute video, so it's going to take a little bit longer. And I've got some voice work to do on that as well, and some other bits. I try and make the minifigure videos as well, so I try and post either from one of the longer videos, I try and post just the minifigures to then use in shorts as well, or just a minifigure only video, because I've been lent a load of minifigures by one of my friends, loads of Star Wars ones, so I'm working my way through those, but minifigures themselves take about 10. This is something cool I've got to build as well, which I can't wait to do. It's a lightsaber. It's Anakin's lightsaber. It's a mock by Demon Hunter Bricks. I picked this up at a show a few weeks back, and I'm looking forward to actually building that one. But I think that's only a few hundred bricks. I might do that in the next couple of weeks. I've also got a ton of stuff. The problem is as well taking stuff apart to then rebuild it, or sometimes taking it apart to make the video. It's, yeah, and I've had, so yeah, eventually I'll be back on doing probably 2 videos a week, like a build and potentially an animation or a small build. I've got a lot of sets planned, but I do a lot of bike racing as well, and I was racing last weekend and I'm racing this weekend, so a lot of my free time is gone at the moment between my goals, work and everything. So the next couple of weeks are going to be a bit slow, but we're getting there. I've got Kenobi to build as well out of the magazine, so he's going to be quite a short video, but I'll try and do something fun with him. Oh, I still can't get it out. Right, last bit of this bag. Although I'm also questioning why I've got so many spare pieces. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, let's zoom in a bit. I think Sonic's Sonic has my most watch time. So I think that was released roughly January. That was awesome. I absolutely loved building that set. I did the little animations out of the games. I went and replayed the original Sonic on the Mega Drive, just for the video, just so I could remember some of the stuff he did. But I think that's actually my second most viewed video now. I think, oops, I've just completely knocked that out of the water. Let's start that one again. Yeah, I think Bo-Katan. So I did the polybag out the magazines. I did the Bo-Katan minifigure, and she has been slowly gaining on Sonic, and I've got a feeling she overtook a few weeks ago. I need to go back and check, but it's obviously a lot shorter video, and there's lots of reasons people are searching for Bo-Katan on the internet. So that's probably why that one's gone a few more views. What about yourself? What's your biggest? Hey Lloyd, how you doing? Biggest short is really random actually. I think it's the train conductor, which took me totally by surprise. He was just a random minifigure that I did. It's not even a very good video to be honest, and it just took off. And then there's some others, like there's a little football one, which again I don't think it's a particularly great one, but it came up, did really well. And the Night Girl from the CMF series, can't remember what series it is, the last one, Little Knight of the Yellow Castle, she's did really well. So yeah, I've sort of, the shorts, I was posting 3 a day, but it's got a bit too much with everything I've got on at the moment, so I've gone back down to sort of about 1 a day at the moment. Occasionally I'll do 2, but I think that's had a bit of an impact on how many views they're getting. $7,800, is that the train conductor? 7,800 views. Probably sounds about right. Oops. There we go. Right, let's try. Did this before. Gonna pop that there. Have this like this. Get that in shot so we can really see his undercarriage. Oh, let's move the ship as opposed to the. Let's move some lighting as well. Five and a half. Yeah, I knew it was over 5,000 last time I looked. It's doing alright. I'd love to get one which just goes absolutely viral, but the chance of that happening are quite low. What was I going to say? I just don't know why that video is so popular. I don't know if it's just because YouTube have suggested it loads or what really. It's from my point of view, it was just an extra figure within one of the Christmas sets, the train. What's your biggest short then? Oh dear, that is not what I wanted to happen. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone a bit of advice when you're building the X-Wing. Don't push on the panels because they fall off ridiculously easy. I wonder if I can make a short from this of that happening. I've just done it again on the other side, for God's sake. That's really good. 7. Oops. Hang on, I've got to work out what I've done. That's going there like that. That's that way up. Just there. That's really cool. What was your Ninjago one? What was that short? So there's a Playmobil guy, one of the Playmobil guys I follow. And he, again, very similar to what I've just said. He's got a video where it doesn't really do a lot in the video. It was more a test I think he was doing. And the video went mental. I'm sure it's got something ridiculous like 15, 20,000 views. I was chatting to him and he doesn't understand why. Alright, let's do some nice easy in and out. So do you just do shorts or is that just a short from your long form video? Just gonna. Well, that's cool. That had a really I don't know if you heard that on there. Had a really satisfying click noise when that part went in. Right. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Do I keep going or do I start something else? I might finish off Batman. That's cool. So you got 6,500 on long form. You have not. I haven't broke the 1,000 1,000 yet on long form videos. I mean, I have only been going 6 months now, but I'd love to actually, have one which breaks 1,000 and then have one which breaks 5,000, things like that. It's getting there. One day I'll hit those levels. Right, let's have a quick peek. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'll leave the live going. I'm actually going to work now on the project I was working on earlier because I want to get that one finished, and that's hopefully my next planned video. I'll tell you what I'll do, assuming you're all there. I will get it up on here if I can find it. I've had someone sending me messages about Lego. Hang on, let's find. Stopmotions. Produce test. What did I call it? My problem is whenever I name a test video, it ends up being something ridiculous. Right. Here we go. So give me 2 secs. Media player, Microsoft Media Player. There we go. So this is my latest beginnings of a stop motion. I was just doing some color grading on it earlier, just to get it looking nice. Oh, why have we paused? No idea what happened there. Obviously no sound yet. And obviously lots of editing still to go. But that's my next bit of stop motion build that I'm doing. So hopefully that one will come along soon. I'm just going to have a short go at Batman building his bat bike. What video are you making at the moment? There we go. Alright, let's pause that. Close that one down. Hide it away. So what I'm going to do is just, assuming I'm all set up to build, I'm going to have a go at building that because the next section of the X-Wing is going to take a while, I believe, looking at it. And I like to plan out a bit what I'm going to do. So, did you all see? I'll just put a little preview shot of that. Can you see it on there? This thing is huge. It looks absolutely awesome. A Lego edit video. So when you say Lego edit video, what does that mean? Is that just like... There we go, that's looking wicked. I'm actually hitting the camera. Right, there we go. Let's have a drink as well. And let's film Batman for the last few minutes. Alright. So the premise of this video is Batman is going to chase Harlequin. And then, Batman and Harlequin get built, and then Batman's going to try and build his bat bike. I need to go on to this one. I need to change what session I'm working on. Oops, minimize that for a minute. So 1,830 photos so far. Wow. That is a lot. PC on camera. And close that one in. Go in. There we go. There's the live view gone. There we go. Back up to the corner with you. Perfect. Transition video. What does that mean? Sorry to be done properly. Right, let's do this. So this, I'm hoping this set doesn't take too long. Right, I'm just going to dump stuff down randomly. That's really good. Stop motion is 10 minutes long, by the way, Lloyd. Oh, that's not part of that set. Now, I suspect because my daughter's been playing with this, there's going to be hair everywhere. Now, one thing that's fine. I need to do raw files for this as well. Which actually means I can't use live view. So what I will do is change that to be, I don't think I can change it to be anything really, annoyingly. I'll just have to leave it like that, otherwise I'm going to be spending a lot of time messing, trying to get things working in ways that they don't. Yeah, because I can't really even change it to Digicam control because I don't think you'll see. I could put the media player there actually, hang on. Let's just do. Oops, where's that one? Got a lot of test videos in here. Where is back test gone? There we go, back test movie. What do you film in and on? Our question. There we go. I wonder if that... I'm going to put that in the top left corner. There we go. I'm going to leave that playing. Just so you can sort of see the video I'm currently making. Right. Now, let's have Batman is going to land. So he's going to jump down, land. Oh, look, I've still got a knife stuck to my clear bricks. And we need a tiny bit of blue tack. So I probably won't do the full. I'm not going to finish this video today by any chance. I'm just going to do a little bit extra. So, really, really quite annoying that it's done that. Sorry, 1 minute. There we go. Just needed to get it onto the right screen. So, Batman is on some see-through clear studs, and I've actually blue tacked his tape up. His cape? Not his tape. His cape up. And I'm going to blue tack him to the floor. So what I'm going to do is take a photo. It's going to take a little bit longer than the previous photos because I'm doing this one. I'm basically doing a bit of a test. I'm doing this in RAW as well as standard JPEG. Now, actually, so what I'm planning to do here is have him superhero landing. What I'm going to do is take 2 of these out at a time. Just ruffle his cape slightly so it moves. Have him come down. I don't know if you can hear the camera, but it's so much slower. Ruffle his cape again. The reason I'm doing that is just to give it some like wind movement, essentially. Then Batman is going to land just there. Right, but he's going to need a little bit of white tack just to hold him in place. And his cape is going to need a bit of blue. Now, how obvious is the white tack? Now, one thing that always gets me on stop motion animations is when people leave the bloody blue tack in. I mean, occasionally, yes, you might see a piece here and there, but you can mask it out, you can hide it. There's so many different things you can do. People don't seem to. Now what I am going to do, leave that there. Pop off Batman's leg. Right, so what I'm trying to do here a bit is a superhero landing. And we all know what a superhero landing looks like. So he's going to really bend his leg. I'm trying to hide, like I said, just trying to hide the blue tack, white tack as much as I can. Also just hiding his cape blue tack. And so what he's going to do frame like that. And this is just to make it look. You only have 2 frames like this. Just to make that sort of superhero landing pose, basically. I'm not sure I've really captured it here today, but it's an attempt. And he's going to come back up. His cape is going to go down now. Get the blue tack off his cowl. Now, a little trick I've found with his cape. Oddly, I've never had this problem with Vader's cape, but Batman's cape seems to just fly straight down every time you let go of it. That's what I've done. Put it there, let go, take a picture. I don't think we've got that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Really does not matter. Cheers, X-Bricks. How's your filming coming along? Alright, just gonna zoom in. Zoom in a little bit again. And Batman's gonna start bending down to pick stuff up. Alright. I'm just doing this in a bit of an order. So he says that as he doesn't do it in order. Normally, right, that's what I've done there. Lots of bits being built. Sorry, lots of bits coming in. Lots of zooming in scenes. And now we're going to go and zoom out. And this is just a transition effect. Awesome. Well, as soon as I've done here tonight, I will check that video out. So what I'm going to do is have a proper close-up of Batman. I'm going to get the lighting right here because it's a bit dark. I know it's the dark night and all, but oh, completely bugger that up. Oh, I just realised that video stopped playing in the bottom. Bottom left hand corner, it's supposed to be on repeat. Tiny bit of blue tack over his head. How do I make them jump? If you look at that bottom left video, bottom right video, in a minute, there's lots of clear bricks which I use, and I take a clear shot before it, so you'll see it will jump. I'm just waiting for it to come around myself. So there we go. Batman's French little thing is doing a spin, and then Harkman's there, right? So he's going to jump between these two pads. So he does a little leap, and I don't know if you saw that very slowly there. There's just the clear bricks appear, and that holds him up. And then in post, I have a shot of just those two plates, and I can just cut round the clear bricks so they don't appear anymore. I'm just going to take a look to see how this is all looking. Excuse me. Right. And again. And then we're just going to have this piece thrown over his head as well. So the plan here is Batman is going to be building the motorbike, kind of. So we've seen him throwing the pieces, and then the motorbike's going to start going together. And I've just stopped the zoom, I don't know if you noticed that. And now I'm going for this traditional sort of cartoon bent over throwing stuff look. It's actually, once you've done it, it's really easy. If you look up masking in DaVinci, if you use, I don't know what you use, if you use DaVinci After Effects, it's all basically the same. It's very much, as I said, just you get a clean shot of whatever it is, wherever you're going to be jumping. And then, sorry, stop on that one. Right, gonna do this all again, move everything around again. And I'm going to move everything over slightly this time. I don't know, I can't really have the stuff throwing in, I don't think. I could, but I don't really. I might try this way first. So I'm going to try and do actually is a bit of a. So I just had an idea. If you've seen the Lego movie, you'll remember Benny building his spaceship. I'm going to try and do it like that. DaVinci Resolve is what I use. So I'm only on the free version. I do want to get the paid version, but mainly for the GPU processing it does some on, but I can tell when I look at my computer it's nowhere near using all the stuff I have. But I used to use Adobe years ago. I used to do bike videos, BMXing, many years ago, and I used to use Premiere Pro back then. But that was 10-15 years ago, so just a while. Right, so what I'm going to do is take a clear shot, pop a wheel down with Batman holding it. Get that in focus. Then I'm going to have him like that. And then I'm going to have him like that with his cape. And then like that. And we're going to put the pins in. So this isn't going to be my traditional stop motion build. I'm going to get a little bit of blue tack for him. And then there. Am I dying? Oh, we're coughing. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a bit of a cough last few days. I've raced. I was bike racing at the weekend. I did 100 miles and I was absolutely fine. So, God knows. All right, just going to line this up. So it needs to go just there. That's what Batman's going to do, is come back in. No, I'll be absolutely fine and soon. So if I did that, have him coming in here. And then here. So this is a bit of an experiment for me today, to be honest. YouTube's a hobby. Definitely a hobby. Nowhere near. I'm not even at my 1,000 subscribers yet, so, or my 4,000 watch hours. So if I want to do this professionally, I've got quite a while to go yet. I'd love to have it like as a secondary job, if that makes sense, just to earn a bit of extra money. But I don't. There's so much competition out there. I can't see that happening anytime soon. What about yourself? Oops. Oh, we're missing a pin. Sorry, I've gone really quiet because I sort of... So I don't know if you saw there, Batman actually fell over. But it's fine, he's back on his feet. How long are we going? 2.5 hours? Jesus, I actually do need to go to bed soon. I can't believe it's so late already. Right, how are we going to get him to hold this? There? Yeah. I just realised I don't know if you can actually see that. You can on there. Oh, it's my... because I've got a thing. Right, now, let's see if all this is aligned as expected. How many subscribers and whatever you at then? See, my problem at the moment is my channel's growing pretty fast. But I haven't got my watch hours yet. So I've got a long way to go if I want to. I think I'm at 400 or something watch hours. So I've got a long way to go if I want to get to that magic 4,000 number. That's right. How long have you been going then? That's really good. Right, I actually need to, I haven't been building this using the manual, but I need to use the manual now because I can't work out what the heck I'm doing here. Right, so that all goes together, that goes together, and then this one goes together. Yeah, thought it would be. Only 3 weeks? Bloody hell, that is fast. Is that a lot of family and friends and stuff, or is it just purely random people that have subscribed? That's really good. Yeah, because I was tempted when I first started to sort of share it to like my Facebook and things like that, but I'm not sure that a lot of my sort of friends that I've known over the years are even into Lego, if that makes sense. Oops. Trying to lower his cape a bit. Right, because I don't want Batman just doing all the work in one angle. And we've got the main bike together. Oh, let's now I've got a mix of white tack and blue tack everywhere. Gonna move this around. So Batman's got white tack on him. Move the Dark Knight. So let's get a slightly different angle, slightly higher. Get it in focus on the front. Maybe just move it back just a tad and zoom in a bit. I often find this so often better, for me at least, to zoom Whoops. Right, what I'm going to do here actually is make Batman fly back out. So just going to have his feet there. Oh, that's really nice. I don't know if you saw that, but there was a bit of motion there. Like a bit of motion blur, and actually it was really cool. Wasn't intending for that, but it happened. Okay, I'm really interested now because I did not click this before. I'm on a really low shutter speed. So if I do this, that's cool. That's really cool. Sorry, completely distracting myself. What bit am I supposed to be building next? Does this have any little side bits at the back here? No. How can we do this really cool next? I think the bike is going to have to turn around. Give us a bit of rotation. I'm just going to change slightly zoom out as it does. I'm trying to keep everything as still as possible here, but I've got a feeling I've got a fair bit of movement, which is a tad annoying. Just stick that back down. Oh, it's a bit too fast there. Oh. Oh dear. Hang on. Save the PC only. It's cool, Mr. Card, you can be full. Sorry, it's my, oops. My thing just says card is full. Let's delete something. I'm also running out of battery on the iPad. Wow, this has been a long evening. It's been good though. Done a lot of good work tonight. I'm surprised I've actually made this long a video. I'm pretty sure I've got most of these photos already on there. Right, so still going to tell me card full. No, right, good. And then I'm going to pop this bit on. So Batman's going to be stood here. Sorry, I went very quiet. I was just sorting out my camera because it said the card was full. Which it basically puts everything on the computer anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, what goes on the front? I should really know how this is built, considering I built it only a day or two ago with my daughter. Whoa, don't knock my lights. Right, where's the picture? Should be... Right, what we're going to do is put Batman there. And have... And putting this piece down. Tap it up a bit more. Right, and then what else do we need to put together? So I'm really quiet. I'm like in a focus mode right this moment. That makes sense to anyone. Just really focused on what the hell crap I'm making here. This might be awful, this video. I just want to try and make something a bit more fun tonight. No, it's all right. I'm going to leave that like that. Trying out the same motion blur effect I got earlier. That's better. It's interesting. It's something I haven't really played with yet. Right, so I've gone really quiet. I'm just sort of in my own head now, thinking everything through what I'm doing. I'm probably going to stop in a sec because there's not much chat going on either, is there? It's been a really good evening though. I'm really, really pleased with tonight's live stream. I've got a little bit done on the X-Wing, and now I've got this awesome Batman build pretty much done. So that's really cool. Now I know he's out of shot here. What I'm going to do is then turn this round, raise the camera back up. Jesus, I am dying. You're right. Right, I'm going to take the blue tack off at this point. Put the other bat symbol on, which I didn't put on in the build. You know what? I was doing a time lapse of this, and I've completely forgot to do it for this part. Oh well. Can't believe I forgot about that. He's pretty awesome. Knew it. Knew what? What, Batman? On a bat bike. Batman. I'm tempted to do a lot. It's really weird because this is a really, really cheap set essentially. I think I literally got it for £5 from Tesco's for my daughter. It's a problem. I go in Tesco's, they have sets on offer, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll buy that. My kids will love that. So will I. I'm about to run out of battery on iPad. It's ridiculous. I hate the iPad. Well, I've now got sticky crud in the tyres, but it's fine. I'll clean that. I think that's it. I think it was either £5 or £6 I paid for this set. It was, I think originally it was like 12, but Tesco's had it on clearance, so I couldn't not buy it. So we're going to have him accelerating towards the camera now with some zoom at the same time. So let's just get him in shot. I'm going to have a little bit of tyre move. Then I really want to make him wheelie. I'm just going to move him forward one. And then as he gets out of shot, I have that there around. Yeah, good idea. Good idea, Mr. Lego Brick. A round stud. Let's get some cape flap as well. Let's just make sure it stays in focus. As he comes forward again, get a bit more of a wheelie. Whoops. And as he comes out of shot, he can go back down. And we keep him in focus. Okay. Really hard to keep these skateboards balanced. Right, and just a single frame delay, and then Mr. Batman can come in. At a much faster speed. I can't believe I've been doing this live stream for 3 hours. It's ridiculous. I need to actually take a break. I think I'm going to leave it there. So I'm going to have a play with these guys, work out exactly what I'm doing. I've gone quiet. I've obviously need a drink, need a rest. It's also midnight. It's tomorrow, and I've got work. So, right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for everyone that chatted along the way. It's been a really good evening, really good builds. I didn't really expect to get this far with Batman. So, yeah. Thanks very much. We'll see you all soon. Check out the rest of the channel. I've got lots in the chat of people I said I'm going to check out as well. So I will check you all out. Don't worry about that. And yeah, bye X-Bricks. Thanks for chatting along. Speak to you all soon. And look out for my next stream, hopefully in the next few days.